This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome to Kumar Consulting. So guys, in this session I'm going to cover a topic called cash journal. So first of all, what is this cash journal, and then how to configure it, right? We'll perform the testing also. We'll explain one scenario also, which is going to be asked by people during interviews and all. Now, so if you talk about cash journal, look at here guys, the cash journal is used to manage companies' cash transactions. Now here, you guys might have heard about petty cash account. So guys, what is this petty cash account or petty cash GL? So in every organizations, there are multiple expenses which is taking place, and that cannot like multiple expenses, small expenses I'm taking. Okay, small expenses which is taking place, and for that we cannot follow P2P process. P2P process means guys, procure to pay. If we have to, let's suppose if you have to purchase certain things, what is happening? We are going to the market, we'll visit certain shops, and out of which we'll decide the one like, okay, this is giving the best bargain and all. So we are going to buy the things over there, right? But in terms of organizations, these things are not going to be implemented. Now in organizations, what is happening guys, there whatever the purchases or procurements are happening, what is happening on credit basis. First of all, a purchase order will be raised, let's suppose, and once I start a 5M integrations guys, there I'll explain in details. Now, so purchase order is going to be raised to the vendor. Based on that, vendor is going to deliver the goods. Once the goods are delivered, then vendor is also send invoices also, right? And after certain time, the payment is going to be made. It means might be after 30 days, after 60 days, right? So here, this is not a cash-based transaction, guys. This is credit-based transactions. This is credit-based transactions. Okay, but as I told, there are multiple small expenses are there for which this process cannot be followed. If you have to purchase, let's suppose, tea, coffee, stationeries, some guest, let's suppose, has come in Tata Motor itself. Certain visitors are there. For that, if somebody is going to order the tea, coffee, or snacks, so what is happening? That whoever the small, this restaurant is there nearby that offices. Now we cannot say that I'm going to raise a purchase order for you and then you deliver this tea and coffee and after 60 days we are going to make payment. These people immediately deny because hardly it's going to be worth of 100, 200, 500 worth of transactions, right? Likewise, we are having stationery. Stationery means whichever the departments are there daily basis, they need stationery, pen, pencil, diaries and all. So for that one also, it's not like huge amount, small amount itself, guys. So whoever the nearby shop is there, let's suppose the stationaries are going to be procured. For that also, it is not going to be. You have to make cash payment by the things, okay? And multiple such kind of small expenses are taking place, right? So guys, here, what is the use of petty cash GL? So the petty cash GL is, let's suppose we are having like an expenditure called A, then we are having B, C, okay, here only 700, 500, okay. So now these are not the small expenditures only, guys, right? Okay. Now for such kind of expenditures for a stationery, right? For a stationery, or is like since Tata Motor is having plants and all, so in plants also, let's suppose the small certain this one is there, or any nut bolt is required. So for that they are not going to Again, follow the P2P process, guys. Whichever the local hardware shop is there, they will go and they'll buy this nut bolt and they are going to use it. So they are going to install it somewhere in the machinery, wherever it is. So what is happening for such kind of things? P2P process is not going to be followed up. Follow. Now here, for those things, for these kind of small things, if they started for every transactions, if they started creating a different GL account, then several thousands GL account need to be set up, guys, because likewise multiple expenses are taking place. So several thousand GL accounts are going to be set up. But at the end of the year, if you have a look in every GL, in some GL we have like an entire year the transaction got posted of 1,000 rupees, 1,000, 5,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, not more than this, or 10,000. So guys, the amounts are quite small for an organization. For an individual, of course, 10,000 matters, but for an organization, this 10,000 is nothing. 5,000 is nothing. It's a very small amount. For such kind of a small amounts, guys, we are not supposed to set up a particular GL account, right? Let's suppose stationery is our expenses, and we have created a GL account for the rent. That is also our expenses. But for stationery, we are not going to open a separate GL account, guys, or it's like whatever the snacks and tea and coffee, whatever this we have purchased, this is also expenses. For this one, we are not going to open a separate GL account. Why? Because whichever transactions are taking place in whole year, it's worth of small amounts only. But rent, if you talk, rents, they are going to pay in lakhs, like for different warehouses, different offices, multiple. Even the transactions might whatever is taking place is like entire year. If you are going to have a look, then amount would be in crores also, right? Because multiple offices are there, multiple warehouses are there, big spaces they have taken, and of course the rents, every rents are going to be paid in lakhs only, right? So sorry guys, suffering from cold. So for such a small expenditures, we are not going to set up a separate GL. For that, we have a common GL which is called petty cash GL. So whatever such kind of transactions are there, not only expenses, guys, in terms of revenue also. Let's suppose we have sold a scrap worth of 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, right? So whatever such a small transactions are there, okay? So these all transactions are going to be posted in cash journal itself. Sometime what is happening, guys, nowadays the people are going to most likely 98% of the transactions or 90% of the transactions are taking place in cash itself, right? If the transaction is more, like people are going to give you check also. So whatever such kind of transactions are there, guys, this is going to be posted in petty cash GL itself. For that, we are not supposed to set up a new GL, in the sense new GL account. Okay, so what is the purpose of petty cash GL, guys? The purpose of petty cash GL is to avoid creation of unnecessary GL account for such kind of small transactions, right? So whatever the small transactions are there which is taking place on cash basis is going to be recorded in petty cash account. Hope you are able to understand. Whether you are accounting background, non-accounting background, guys, doesn't matter, but at least everybody is supposed to be or should be able to understand this. Now, system automatically calculates and display the opening and closing balances. This is this things you will be able to understand, guys, once we do all the configurations, and once we are able to post the transactions. Okay, so right now we'll not explain this line. We'll go for configurations. So configurations, we are having certain steps. If you have to post this, whatever small expenses are taking place, if you have to post, then we have to set up certain GL account. How many minimum GL accounts are required, guys? So we are going to segregate all the transactions in certain part. Okay. So say for example, I said like purchase of stationery, right? Purchase of snacks, tea, coffee, purchase of this nut and bolt, or any small payment for somebody like a temporary daily wages labor they have brought from outside, one or two or three or four guys. They have done some small work somewhere in the park or somewhere park in the sense like some small work has happened and they have paid. Of course, those people are not going to wait for 30-60 days. So they got the amount in cash basis. This is also expenses. This is also transaction, guys. That must be recorded. Whatever such kind of transactions are taking place. So guys, what is happening? So whatever, whether we have paid to this daily wages labor, that is also a kind of purchase. What we are purchasing, guys? We are purchasing their services, right? Purchase of this, I said like small equipments, which is required for the plant, right? So that is also a purchase, right? Purchase of stationery, this is also a purchase, and every purchase are taking place on cash itself, guys. So this is all the transactions. What is common? Cash purchase. So let's suppose there is a cash purchase. If we talk about transactions, purchase of stationery, instead of purchase of stationery, we are going to write like cash purchase. Okay. Instead of what to say, writing like payment to the daily wages, this one we are going to write cash purchase itself. Cash purchase. In descriptions they can specify, in narration they can specify purchase of stationery, purchase of tea, or purchase of certain what to say, payment to the daily wages labor, or purchase of this equipments or the plant, so and so, right? So now what is happening? Cash purchase is there. Even then cash sales also will be there. As I sold, like we have sold certain scraps which is taking place on cash basis itself, so cash sales also will be there. Now if you talk about cash purchases, guys, so cash purchases, the number of purchase will be more compared to sales very less. Now so guys, what is happening? Give me a second. What is happening here? So now let's suppose if we are going to make the purchases and all, so amount supposed to be there in the pocket. Whoever the responsible person is there from finance and account department, that guy, he or she is not going to pay the amount from their own pocket. The money supposed to be coming from the company only, right? And company means what, guys? This amount, whatever the expenses are taking place, for that a certain amount will be withdrawn from bank, and it is going to be handed over to a particular person, whoever is taking care of such kind of expenses and all. So what is happening, guys? There is another transaction called withdrawal. We are having withdraw. We are taking withdraw from bank, right? And so this cash withdraw is there, right? And even might be in certain cases cash deposit also will be there, guys. We have sold a scrap worth of, let's suppose, a certain amount, and we have already given a limits here. Let's suppose we are having a limit that cash transactions. So cash transactions means what is happening, guys? We'll withdraw certain amount and it is going to be there in the hand of whoever this petty cash accountant is there, or somebody, whoever the accountant is there, in his hand. So there will be certain limitations also, that in petty cash deal we cannot keep more than 20,000 amount, or 15,000 amount, or 25,000 amount, whatever limit is there. So let's suppose there is a threshold limit of 20,000 rupees. We have withdrawn this 20,000, out of which let's suppose 12,000 is already gone. 12,000 is already gone. This is the minus amount, right? Here it's a 12,000 gone. So what is the total? 8,000. Meanwhile, we have sold scrap worth of, let's suppose, 15,000, right? So now whatever this, let's suppose, surplus amount is there, this is supposed to be, let's suppose, deposited to the bank account. It will be more. I'm just quoting an example. So how many total types of transactions are taking place, guys? Look at here. I've specified. We are having cash purchase and cash sales. But whatever cash purchase is there, guys, it is going to happen only if the cash is there in our hand. So first of all, cash withdrawal also will be there. Then we are having cash purchase. We will be having cash sales also. If the amount is more, if the sales has happened and whatever the threshold limit is there because of sales, because of this sales and all, this limit has crossed, then whatever surplus amount is there, that is going to be deposited also. So another transactions will be cash deposit also, right? So we have segregated the entire transactions in 4 parts: cash withdrawal, cash purchase, cash sales, and cash deposit. Now here, guys, if you talk about the accounting entry, so look at here. During withdrawal, what is happening? Petty cash account is going to be debited, your bank account is going to be credited. Okay. Now, so whatever amount we have withdrawn from bank, it doesn't mean that those amounts are going to be kept in the pocket of course it is there in the pocket of somebody, but in terms of accounting, what is happening, guys? We are going to keep this amount in certain GL account. It has been withdrawn. We have withdrawn the amount. Then what is happening from bank GL? It is gone, and where it is going to be, guys? Somewhere in certain GL. So it's petty cash GL itself. So now what is happening during withdrawal? These are the accounting entry which is taking place. Petty cash account is going to be debited. Your bank account is going to be credited. During cash purchase, certain again cash purchase GL is going to be debited. Your petty cash account is going to be credited. So likewise, whatever these transactions are there, guys, look at here. The accounting entry is also specified. If you know this accounting entry, it's okay. If you don't know also, it's okay. Why? Because what entry is required is not our decision, guys. These are going to be decided by your client. They will tell that how many the total transactions are going to be segregated in 4 parts or 6 parts, right? And how many GLs are required and what should be the accounting entry, right? Everything is going to be specified by those people. So let's suppose here, guys, total how many GLs need to be set up as per this one? Petty cash 1, bank account 2, cash purchase 3, cash sales 4. That's it. The 4 GL itself is there here, guys, involved in all these 4 transactions. So now we have to set up GL account, and that is bank GL, petty cash GL, cash purchase, cash sales GL, right? Now, so we'll do one thing, guys. I'll log in. Okay, so first of all, FS00, we are going to set up our GL account here, guys. Now, so if you talk about bank GL is already set up. Petty cash GL we have to set up. So you just copy bank GL and make it 1001. And here make it petty cash account. Okay, petty cash account, guys, whatever the cash account is there, that is part of your assets, right? This is your assets. This is going to be created under assets only, right? Now, okay, so look at here, guys. Remaining whatever the details are there, whatever the settings are there, it will be as it is. You have to apply here a check mark post automatically. What is the use of post automatically, guys? Post automatically means if you are going to apply a check mark post automatically. So post automatically means if you post a transactions, let's suppose we are using, it means this GL is not going to be used for manual posting. Post automatically means here if you're going to post a transactions by FB50, right? So we can give here certain GL, like let's suppose your rent account. Debit worth of certain amount, and instead of bank you have given petty cash credit worth of 500. If you press enter, system will not allow. Why? Because account 1000 can be posted to internally in the company code TM11. It means here externally, in the sense here manually we are trying to give this GL account, right? But guys, this GL account we have apply a kind of restrictions that this is not for manual posting. This GL will be determined by system automatically. Okay, automatically it is going to be determined by system. So this is what the use of post automatically. Post automatically means if you apply a check mark over there, then what will happen, guys? Those GL cannot be used for manual posting. Now, so here what we have done, we have applied a check mark on post automatically, and so we are able to set up this petty cash GL. What next, guys? The next one is cash purchase. So here rent account is there, just copy this cash purchase and here make it 4001, and here also we are going to do one thing, make it cash purchase account, remaining other things will be the same. Here also apply post automatically. Now we are having cash sales also. So sales is the part of revenue, guys, is going to be created. Click on create button, and what is the GL number range for revenue, guys? I'm able to remember I have given number range 3000 to 3999. Okay, if you have given a small range, then you guys also will be able to remember. If not, then you have to go to OBD4 transaction code and you have to search what range you have given. Now here GL account. For this one, I'm going to give GL account 3001. Okay, now so select this revenue and here cash sales account. And market trust. Save it. Now what will happen, guys? So we have set up our GL account. Whatever the required GL account is there, that got set up. What next? Set up cash general account. Okay, set up cash general account means whatever petty cash GL is there, that is going to be assigned here in MBCJ C0. Just copy this transaction code and here now what to do, guys? Just do one thing, copy the first one itself. Okay, you can click on new entry also. Now I'm just going to copy the first one and here give your company code TM 11, right? Here a cash general code. Let's suppose TM11 itself I'm going to give. TM11 itself I'm going to give here. Now, what GL account we have created, guys? Petty cash GL. Remember, here we have to give petty cash GL. Okay. Always what is happening, guys? Petty cash GL will be there in every transactions, whether it is purchase or sales or withdraw or deposit. In all four transactions, guys, one common GL is there, petty cash GL, right? In the form of debit or credit, whatever it is, but in all four transactions, petty cash GL is there, right? So this petty cash GL we have given here. Currency, we are going to give our currency, and here give SA document type. Okay, look at here, guys. GL account, document type GL account. This is document type vendor, this is for vendor, this is for customer, this is also for customer only. Okay, customer vendor payment, vendor returns, customer payment and customer return payment, something will be there. So you just give here KZ, KZ and DZ, DZ, because these are the, anyway, these document type will come into future, guys, because still we have not started account payable. So I think might be you're not familiar. So anyway, you just keep this document type as it is, give here as a document type, and here you have to give a descriptions. Okay, what is the use of this? Try to understand one thing, guys. What is the use of this cash journal number? What is the use of cash journal number? So guys, let's suppose okay, now we'll do one thing. Say for example, we are having whatever these expenses are taking place. Okay, so Tata Motor is having two facilities in the sense, let's suppose they are having two plants. One is there in Delhi and second one is there in Mumbai. Okay, now expenses are taking place at Delhi location, also expenses are taking place in the sense whatever the small expenditures are there taking place at Mumbai location also, right? So in order to post these all expenses, we are having one unified GL, that is 1001 petty cash GL is created. But if they want to track like how much is the total this small expenditures has taken place at Mumbai location and how much per Delhi location, right? So what is happening, guys? They must have to post the transactions separately. So for Mumbai, they are going to maintain a different petty cash registers, and for Delhi, they are going to maintain a different petty cash registers, right? So easily they will come to know. Now there is no era of this petty cash registers and all. Everything is recorded here in the system. So instead of having two petty cash registers, guys, now what is happening? We are going to create two different cash journal code. Let's suppose here TM11, right? I'm not going to give TM11. I'm going to give only M11. M11. Okay. M11 and press enter. Assign a name for this. Okay, name I have not given. Let's suppose I'm giving a name cash journal. Okay, petty cash for Mumbai account. Okay, and press enter and save it. Now, so this company code is TM11 and cash journal means this M11 I have given for Mumbai. Okay, again we have to set up another cash journal code for Delhi. Here I'm going to give D11. Press enter. Just ignore it and save it. What is happening, guys? Click on cancel. Okay, just save it. Now what is happening? So we have what we have done, guys. We are having two cash journal code. One is for Delhi, second one is for Mumbai, and GL account GL account is same. Petty cash GL account is same. Now here, what is happening if there is a project-based organization? Project-based means, let's suppose L&T is the classic example, right? We are having Reliance Infra is the classic example. What is happening, guys? If you talk about L&T, whichever the mega projects are there in terms of, let's suppose, constructions and all, this is going to be given to this such kind of huge organizations. Let's suppose L&T somewhere in Delhi, metro constructions is going on, so that project gone to L&T. In Mumbai, there is a very huge stadium construction is going on, that is given to the L&T. Why? Because, and these all are thousands of crores of projects are there, right? In Mumbai, there is a huge flyover, in Bangalore, there is a huge flyover construction is going on, given to L&T, right? In Chennai also certain construction is going on, very huge, that is given to. So what is happening? L&T means what, guys? They are having multiple projects running at multiple locations, and for every projects they are having, such kind of small expenditures which is taking place. So if they want to track for every project wise, then what is happening? They need to set up 5 cash journal code. D11, M11, likewise we are having C11 for Chennai, B11 for again Bangalore, right? So like that, this code can be given anything. It's not like the D11, M11 only. They can give any alphanumeric, numeric or alphabetic code. Okay. And for these codes, we are not going to ask the from client and all. Even the consultant can be given there by their own also. Now, cash general account, GL account will be one itself. One unified GL will be there. Whatever transactions are taking place is going to be posted in the same GL for Delhi location also, for Mumbai location also, for Bangalore locations also. Okay. So I have just set up 2 here to make you understand. Whether you set up 2 or 20, both are same, because more than one means multiple. Now, in future, what is happening? Let's suppose in future they are having 5 cash channel. In future, what is happening, guys? The Mumbai project got closed. It is closed. The Mumbai project, whatever is there, is closed, right? So if it is closed, then what will happen, guys? Then next time onwards, whatever transactions are taking place, it will be taking place for Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, not for Mumbai. But there might be a chances that somebody might make posting by mistake for the Mumbai, this one also. So in order to avoid such kind of posting, what is happening, guys? We are having, look at here, cash journal closed option, this checkbox. So simply we are going to apply a checkbox here and we'll save it. So what will happen, guys? It means we have closed the cash journal of this Mumbai. It means if you apply a check mark here, system will not allow you to post any transactions against this cash journal code or number. Right now we are having only 2. We just save it. Okay. Now what is happening, guys? Okay. The next one. Number range for cash journal. So guys, whenever you are going to post a transactions for the cash journal, then what is happening? When you post a transactions for the cash journal, guys, so internal number is also getting generated and external number is also getting generated. Internal number means when you post a transactions, cash journal screen, I'll show you guys on cash journal screen. So one document number is going to appear at cash journal screen, and one document number will be there in the FI posting, in the sense because once we post this cash journal transactions, GL is going to hit, right? So one document, separate document number is going to be generated over there also. I'll just do one thing right now. I'll create this number range. Okay, and once we post, you guys will come to know this. I'll explain it. First of all, you set up a cash journal number also, FBCJ C1. So here you just do one thing, FBCJ C1. Now here TM 11. Give, okay, the number range here, give 0 on it. Okay, now what is happening? If you are going to give 02, then there will be problem. Why? Because whenever we are going to post this cash journal related transactions, so system will check the document type. In document type, we have given number range interval 01, right? So here also you have to give 01 itself. With the same code, system is going to trigger the external for this. I'll tell you. Now, here I have given a number range 5000 to 5999. Now, if we are going to post a normal transactions, in the sense cash journal transaction, right? So we have given in the first configurations, we have given, let's suppose document type SA. So in SA document type, what is happening, guys? In SA document type, we have given a number range code 01. Okay, FBN1. So system is going to trigger two different number ranges. Against 01, we are having 1000 to 1999 also, and against 01, what we have done 5000 to 5999 here for this cash journal. Okay. Now this logic you will come to know, don't worry. So you just give 01, create a number range and save it. Okay. Now where this document number is getting generated and where this document number is getting generated also I'll explain. Okay, this is what you have to understand, guys. Look at here how many things are there. If I want to finish this cash journal, I can finish in 15 minutes, right? Now, so what we have done, we have created a number range also. Once again, once we post the transactions, I'll show you. Don't worry, so that you'll be having perfect understanding. Set up a cash journal transaction. Okay, set up a cash journal transactions. So guys, whenever we are going to post the transactions, these transactions, like let's suppose here, cash withdrawal, cash purchase, cash sales, cash deposit, right? So every time we are not going to type like cash withdrawal or cash purchase, cash sales and cash deposit, such kind of things. So instead of that, what is happening, guys? We are going to set up these transactions only in SAP. Simply you need to select. You need to select whether it is cash withdrawal or cash purchase, cash sales. Need not to type manually. Okay. So what is happening? This cash journal transactions we are going to set up, and whatever the respective GL accounts are there, here also we are going to assign. Okay, you just do one thing, FBCJ-C2. It's quite easy to remember the transaction code also here, guys, because 0, 1, 2, right? And here you can do one thing, guys. Okay, now click on new entry, give your company code TM11. Okay, and here cash general business transactions. So cash general business transaction means we are having, let's suppose, cash withdrawal. 4 type of transactions are there. Then cash deposit also will be there. Then we are having cash purchase also will be there, and cash sales. Okay, these 4 transactions are there. Now what is happening? Give your company code TM11, TM11, TM11. During cash withdrawal, what is happening, guys? Petty cash debit and bank credit. Petty cash GL already we have assigned. Where, guys? Petty cash GL already we have assigned in the very first configurations. Now what next? Bank GL. Here we are going to give bank GL. Now cash deposit. In cash deposit again, bank account is going to be debited and petty cash GL account is going to be credited. Now here petty cash is credited, and if you talk about petty cash GL, that is already assigned, right? So here bank account again we are going to give. Now we are having cash purchase and cash sales. So cash purchase means cash purchase account is going to be debited, petty cash account is going to be credited. Again, petty cash, since we have already assigned somewhere, need not to assign petty cash here, guys. What is the next one? That cash purchase. So cash purchase we have created. What is the GL number, guys? Cash purchase 4001. And likewise, we are having cash sales 3001. This is going to be given here. What next? The next one is, look at here, certain business transaction type. So this transaction type, cash withdrawal. Cash withdrawal means what kind of transaction it is, guys? What kind of transaction it is? So look at here, cash withdrawal means it is a kind of receipt from bank account. We are going to receive the amount from bank account, guys. And deposit means payment to the bank account. So you select this payment to the bank account. And likewise, this cash purchase is our expenses and cash sales is our revenue. So expense means E and revenue means R. Okay. And whatever this transactions code numbers are there, 1 2 3 4 5, automatically it is going to be updated. You just press enter here. Look at here, it got updated. Now just save it first. Let's suppose I am having one more transactions. My client is saying that you create one more transactions, anything like you segregate entire transactions in 5 this one types. Okay, so we have created, or else we are having 6 7 transactions, such kind of transactions type, right? Cash and general business transactions we have given here. After some time, client says no, we don't want to use this one. You just do one thing, you remove it. You just, we are not going to use this one, right? So what will happen, guys? In that case, what will happen? In that case, we have to block. We are going to apply a block here. The business transaction is going to be blocked. So if you apply a block, it means none of the transaction is going to be posted against this business transaction type. Okay, this is what the logic. Even will come back again, guys, because I have to cover a very explosive scenario. Okay, so let me leave it, because anyway I have saved it. So whatever our 4 transactions are there, that is saved only. Now what next, guys? So we have done with the configurations, and now we have to post the transactions, that is cash general posting FBCJ. How to post this transaction, guys? So use here /mfbcj, and what you need to do, whenever you guys are going to use first time, first you'll be receiving a small box like this. Okay, so first of all, you give your company code TM11, cash journal. Whether this expenses or whatever things we are going to record transactions, we are going to record here or post here, whether it is for Delhi or Mumbai, right? Let's suppose they have segregated entire transactions, whatever the expenses are taking place, whatever small transactions are taking place in 2 parts, like for Delhi and Mumbai. So whether it is for Delhi, whatever the users are there, that those people are going to decide, right? So as per their requirement, what we have done the configurations. Okay, as per the requirement, we have done the configurations. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so now here, let's suppose Delhi location D11 I have given, right? This is the cash general code. Press enter. Look at here. Now the date which is taking place is 19th, guys. This is 28th. So you just do one thing manually. We are going to give 28th here. Just change it. 28th. Press enter. Okay. So look at here. Here the posting date is getting changed once we have now. Okay. So what is happening, guys? Now look at here, this opening balance, closing balance, right? It is 000 because what is happening? We have not posted any transactions as of now, right? And what I said, okay, just do one thing. First of all, if we have to, let's suppose purchase of stationery worth of some 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 rupees. So guys, purchase is going to be made only if the amount is there in our hand. So what will happen? The first thing is amount is going to be withdrawn from bank. So look at here, right now we are in cash payment. Amount withdrawal means what, guys? It's a kind of receipt, in the sense we are going to receive the amount from bank. So click on cash receipt and business transactions. So need not to type the transactions like withdrawal from bank and all, since we have already set up the business transactions here, guys. So you can select, click on drop down and you can select. Already we are having 4, that is cash withdrawal, cash purchase, cash sales. We just click on cash withdrawal. So we have selected how much. Let's suppose we are going to withdraw 10,000, right? And here text field, let's suppose we can give here cash withdrawal from somewhere, from HDFC bank account, right? And the moment here GL account, we are not going to enter manually, guys. Why? Because this GL account is going to be determined by system automatically. Automatically it is going to be determined by system. Press enter. Look at here, the GL account, HDFC GL account is going to be fetched by system. Now, so still this is incomplete transactions. Look at here, entry recorded, not yet saved, in the sense not yet posted. You select it and click on post selected here. Look at here, guys, it got posted. Once it got posted, if you come back here, then what is happening, guys? We are having internal document number is getting generated here, right? Document number 5,000. Next one is 5,001. Next one is 5,002, 5,003, right? This is internal document number for this report, right? But at the same time, even one external document number also got generated. Where it is, guys? If you see the GL report, this document number 5,000, it is for here only. For this one, what we have done, we have given this number range by using FPCJC C1, right? We are having one more number, guys, document number, which is going to be generated. Where? So we have already selected this one. Look at here, we have already selected this one. Now click on follow on documents if you want to see the accounting entry. Look at here, guys, petty cash, debit and bank credit. And here the document number is 1001. This is the external document number, guys. If you see the GL report by FBL3N, system is going to say show this document number. Okay. Now here till now what we have done, guys, we have posted. Okay, till now what we have done, we have posted the cash withdrawal. The moment you posted cash withdrawal, guys, look at here, the total cash receipt 10,000. So as of now, if we are going to leave it up, then we are going to close our books. In the sense, closing balance will be 10,000 only for today, right? But now we are going to make payment. In the sense, we are going to purchase of, let's suppose, cash purchase, okay, worth of 8,000. And here let's suppose purchase of stationery. Press enter. Again the cash purchase GL automatically determined by system. You just select it, post it. Now look at here, guys, whatever transactions we are getting posted, look at here how easily we will be able to understand and identify. Look at here. Now closing balance means 2,000. So total how much cash is there in our hand, guys? only 2000 rupees. What transaction has happened? Total withdrawal was 10,000 and total out of which 8,000 worth of payment we have already made. So this is how much is there? 2000 is there, right? Now, so if you look at GL balance, here, come here, slash NFBL 3N, and here guys, look at here. So our GL balance means here we are going to give 1001, the petty gas GL, and just have a look. So how much guys? In GL balance also it is showing 10,000, 10,000 and this 8,000, right? How much we are having? Total 2,000, right? Total 2,000 is there in our petty gas GL right now, isn't it? And this petty gas GL also supposed to be mapped during, if you are going to prepare the balance sheet guys in the sales financial statement, then still 2,000 rupees is there in our hand. So this is also supposed to be shown. This much cash is there in our hand, right? Generally it's a small amount, but whatever the things are there, right? Now, okay, I have to explain one more thing. So what we have done, we have posted, let's suppose this one. Now, likewise, if the transaction is taking place for this Mumbai location, right? This is for Delhi location. Sorry, this is for Mumbai location, right? Petty cash Mumbai account, right? Now, for Delhi locations, what we have given, guys, we given D11 or M11? Let me check cash journal here. D11 we have given, guys, but the problem is the descriptions has been given. Whatever description is given, guys, that is wrong. So we'll do one thing. Use transaction code FBCJ2, and here we are going to change the descriptions. Here we are having TM11. So not here, guys. C1 actually. C0. FBCJ C0. Here we have given cash journal code. So here we are having TM11 and we are having D11. So it's at D11 we have to give different Delhi account, right? And M11 and here M11 means this is a Mumbai account. Now it's okay. So now we are going to change. Now this time Mumbai. So instead of D11 I'm going to give M11. Okay. For Delhi location we are having only 2,000, right? For Mumbai location also, let's suppose we are going to maintain separate balance. Okay, because there also one accountant will be there, guys. In his hand also we are going to hand over certain amount to take care of that particular project, guys, right? So let's suppose once again we are going to withdraw. We are going to make a withdraw. So click on cash receipt and here we are going to withdraw. Same business transaction will be there, guys. And let's suppose here this time again 10,000 we are going to give. Okay. So, and let's suppose again it is going to happen from HDFC Bank itself, right? And you need to select it and you post it. So this time what is happening, guys? This is for Mumbai. So how much? 10,000 is there in our hand. If you have a look here, guys. So guys, at petty cash, here at this level, if you refresh, it becomes 12,000. Why 12,000, guys? Because 10,000 for Mumbai and 2,000 there at Delhi location, right? So how much cash in hand? Total 12,000 is there, right? Now, so for internal reporting, if I'll explain. First of all, now let's suppose this 10,000. Now we are going to purchase here also. Let's suppose we are going to make cash purchase worth of only 5,000. Okay, purchase of again stationery itself or anything purchase you can give, guys. That's not a problem. and you select and post it. So if you post it, look at here. Now only 5,000 is there in our hand. 2,000 at Delhi location, 5,000 at Mumbai location, right? Likewise, we are having, let's suppose, so here 5,000 at Mumbai and 2,000 at Delhi. So how much total cash in hand, guys? If you have a look here at GL level, we are having total 7,000. Total 7,000, right? So here, guys, at GL level, we can see the consolidated balance only, right? Consolidated balance. If you publish your financial statement, so financial statement means what amount is going to be shown, guys? All the GL amounts are going to be shown. So GL account means petty cash GL will be always one. Okay, cash journal code we have created too, so that we will come to know how much amount is there still in the hand of Delhi. The accountant belongs to Delhi. How much amount is there in the hand of accountant belongs to Bangalore? How much amount is there still in the hand of accountant which is sitting at Mumbai project, right? So different cash journal code we have created, right? But the consolidated figure means in GL account we are having altogether how much cash in hand? 7,000. If we are going to publish our financial statement right now, so what will happen? The 7,000 will be there, and this much cash in hand is there. Now guys, at GL level itself, if I want to know that out of 7,000, how much amount is there in the hand of Delhi accountant and how much amount is there in the hand of accountant belongs to Mumbai, in the sense project, Mumbai project and Delhi project, right? So how much is there? So for that, guys, and this is what the requirement we have received recently. At GL level, they want to see, because now let's suppose if they are having 20 cash journal, one by one, they are going to change the code and they are going to have a look here, right? They are going to have a look where, guys, they are going to have a look here, right? Mumbai location, let's suppose this is for Mumbai, 5,000. For Delhi, how much? 2,000 rupees only, right? Likewise, if they are having 20 projects and if they have set up 20 cash journal, because whatever requirement I have received, guys, that is similar, same requirement. Okay. Now at GL level, instead of typing these all things at GL level itself, they want to see. So I'll tell you. So generally, now let's suppose once again, we'll do one thing. Come to, so let's suppose give a cash journal code M11. So Mumbai, we are having 5,000, right? Again, we are going to make a purchase worth of 1,000. Okay. Snacks purchase. Let's suppose for certain guest or employee or something. Okay, worth of 1,000 rupees. Now what will happen, guys? So here, how, if they want to segregate here, how they are going to segregate? How I'll come to know this is from Delhi, this is from Delhi, this is from Mumbai, this is from Mumbai? I don't know, right? There is no any clue. So at the time of posting transactions, what will happen, guys? They can specify their cash journal code also. Okay, somewhere here the reference field is there, guys. Here let's suppose we are going to specify which one. Let's suppose this is for Mumbai. We are going to specify M11. This code itself we are going to specify M11 cash journal code, and press enter. Let's see, and you just select it. And you can select it. Now what is happening, guys? Now you just come here and click on list and click on refresh. Okay, so look at here, instead of this assignment field, we are going to bring reference field here. Let me check the reference field is there or not. Okay, so we are not having reference field, guys. Somewhere it will be here. You have to search it, or else you type, and you can type here ref. Look at your reference field, right? So you select assignment, and here's a reference, and you bring here. Okay, reference we came here, right? And for the time being, this assignment we are going to send it here. So instead of assignment, we brought reference. Look at here, guys. In the reference field, we are having M11, right? M11. So likewise, what is happening for this one? If this is belongs to mobile, for this one also, you'll be having in reference field somewhere in reference field, where it is, guys. Okay, reference is not appearing here, might be it is suppressed or certain things will be there. So anyway, what is happening, guys? So here with the help of reference field, what will happen? They will come to know that okay, in reference field we are having M11. This is also for M11. This is also for M11, right? And this is for D11, and this is for D11. So you click on reference, and you can click on filter, and filter means this is for M11. If you keep M11, right now it is showing 1 transactions, but in reality, how much it is there, guys? It is there total 3. Total 3 transactions are there. Okay, let's suppose this reference is not appearing. So instead of again checking all this why reference is not appearing, we'll have to go to field status variant and group, and we'll have to see. Logic I have already explained, guys. If you want to make your research, you can make it. I'll just show you a different things. So let's suppose here assignment field, whatever assignment field, how this assignment field is getting updated, guys. There'll be responsibility of sort key. You'll be receiving later a separate video on this one where I have given a very unique explanations about this sort key. So you'll be having a perfect understanding of this assignment field. It is getting updated automatically. So now let's suppose here assignment field I'm going to edit. I'm going to give M11. Okay, save it. Here also I'm going to make it M11 and save it. And then here also I'm going to make it M11. And save it. So, and here these 2 transactions belong to Delhi. So here we are going to make it D11. I'm able to remember, that's what I'm giving this code, guys, because we are having very few number of transactions. Now here D11 and save it. So now what is happening, if you click on list and refresh, then the codes are going to be changed. Now how much worth of transactions are, how much cash in hand is there for Mumbai, how much cash in hand is there for Delhi. Instead of checking from cash general report, even we can check it. Just apply a filter at assignment field here and M11, right? M11, press enter. Look at here the total, how much? 4,000 is there, right? If you tally here, look at here, 4,000 is there. For Delhi location only 2,000 is there, guys. For Delhi location, if you want to apply a filter, so again you just do one thing, change the filter here. Where is that? Okay, assignment, right? Here instead of M11 we are going to give D11 and press enter. So only for Delhi location, right? Only 2,000 is there in our hand, right? If you want to remove the filter, you just click on filter and you can remove it, press enter. So all is appearing. This is what the requirement is. But guys, if it is that much easy, still the people were doing. right? These things like updating the reference field or assignment field, they were doing this. With the help of this one itself, they used to identify GLY. But where is the problem? The problem is if the user has forgotten to update this reference field or assignment field manually, then what will happen, guys? Then one by one they have to check this transactions belongs to which cash journal, where they have forgotten, right? And they're not going to get the correct balance, correct? What is the figure? If by mistake somebody has, let's suppose this assignment field is getting populated automatically or automatically, or this reference field we have given over there and it is updating here also. If somebody has forgotten to give this reference or assignment or something, then what will happen, guys? Nothing is going to appear here. In a sense, amount will be there, but we don't know whether it is for D11 or M11 or B11 or C11, whatever it is, whether it is Chennai, Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata, whatever, right? In that case, what will happen? So the requirement is these fields are supposed to be updated automatically. Automatically means it's supposed to be updated automatically. Automatically, guys, how it is going to be updated? We are having in future, there is a topic called substitution rule where I'll give you a very exclusive explanations, guys, because there are multiple people who is not having perfect understanding of validation and substitution rule. So once I cover that topic, I'll explain this in details. Don't worry. So at that point of time, so once substitutions cannot be explained right now, but whatever requirement I have received, guys, this requirement is not easy requirement. We are having multiple challenges still I am facing, and finally what we have decided that we have to go for a small development. Okay, what is that requirement all about? What development need to be done? What development and how development need to be done, that is not our part anyway. That is going to be done by technical consultant, but for that we have to write a functional specifications document also. So I'm just, whatever functional specifications document I'm going to write, I'll write for you, but for you people also. I'll explain this what to say. Somewhere I have to record in the form of interview question and answer itself, which you guys will receive later. Once I deliver this, then I'll prepare FS. The same FS I'm going to use, but the only thing is like screenshots I'm going to change. The requirement will be same. Okay, everything will be same. Now, the only company logo, client logo is going to be removed, and almost the requirement will be same. Now, but that is later. You guys will be. Now here we have to understand this cache channel. So what we are going to do, guys, let's suppose we are having, okay, so say for example, now we are in where Petty Cache Mumbai. Okay, ठीक है. Now we have made a cash purchase. Okay, now we are having how much? 4,000. If you have a look at daily location, we are having only 2,000. So lower limit is, let's suppose 2,000 itself. If 2,000 amount is there, then what is happening? Again, the cash journal must be maintained with certain amount. So what is happening? Again, there is a withdrawal of certain amount, 8,000 or 10,000 or 15,000, whatever it is. Now again, we are going to make a withdrawal. Click on cash receipt. We are going to make a withdrawal worth of 10,000 itself, let's suppose. Okay, but this time from ICICI bank account, guys, and if you press enter, then I'm surprised that HDFC Bank GL itself is coming here. So here ICICI Bank GL supposed to appear. We don't have ICICI Bank GL, so what is happening, guys? First of all, I will have to set up. Let me open one more. Here, okay. So now, double zero, and here Just copy HDFC and make it 1002, and this is ICICI. Okay, make it I and save it. Okay, this is what the CL account. Now 1002. So whenever we are going to post, look at here, cash withdrawal from ICICI Bank, right? But here by default system is going to fetch HDFC. Why? Because here in the configurations, if we see just C2 guys, in the configurations TM 11, what we have given during cash withdrawal, which default bank GL we have given guys, it is HDFC itself, right? So now system is going to bring HDFC bank GL itself, right? But this is not the correct transactions, right? So what is happening guys? Now just delete it. At the time of posting, once again I am going to write here, and manually I am going to give HDFC bank GL, and I am going to give the text and press enter. Look at here, certain message has been given. Okay, the entry deleted. Entry deleted means press enter. Automatically your GL account got deleted, and means system has deleted this GL account, whatever we have given, and automatically this 1000 in the HDFC bank account is going to be fetched by system. So what will happen in that case, guys? This is what the question will be asked by people. Of course, question can be anything, right? But this is a question which is very favorite question of the interviewer if they are going to ask from cash journal, right? Now, what is happening, guys? So here, let's suppose this ICICI is not appearing, right? So guys, in configurations, we can give only one GL account. In configurations, we can give only one GL account. Now there will be one more logic which is going to be explained by people. There is a question here. The question is, say for example, we have done the configurations for cash journal, and what we have done, guys, we have done a configurations for cash journal. Okay, and here we have what we have done in the configurations. We have given HDFC bank account, right? And the transactions which is going to be posted, in the sense, let's suppose we have withdrawn certain amount, and that is withdrawn from ICICI bank account. So now here what will happen, guys, in that case? So the GL account supposed to be from ICICI itself, but when I'm going to post the transactions, by default system is going to bring HDFC bank GL by default. Okay, by default HDFC bank GL is going to be brought by system by default. Now what to do? So as a consultant, what is your solution? Because this is the requirement given by your end user. It's quite simple, guys. Here, so here this GL could be changed only if this GL account is editable, right? But instead of, there is a perfect solution, but instead of this one, what is happening? People are saying that we'll do one thing. Here we are going to set up more business transactions. One business transactions for cash withdrawal from HDFC, another business transactions for cash withdrawal from ICICI also. So HDFC 1000 and ICICI 1001 we are going to give. So two business transactions. Now let's suppose if we are having 30 such kind of bank accounts, every organizations are having multiple bank accounts, right? So if you are having 30 bank accounts, then what will happen? Are you going to create a 30 business transactions only for withdrawal? Again, you have to create 30 business transactions in terms of deposit also, right? How many business transactions here? Multiple, right? Which is not feasible, right? Not acceptable. So here, instead of creating that many business transactions, what we have to do, guys, somehow if this real account is going to be converted into editable mode, then our work should be done. So here what we have to do, guys, look at here, account modifiable. If you apply a check mark on account modifiable and just save it and press enter, and this time once again you come and you select it and you delete it. Look at the impact, guys, here. Give here real account, don't give any real account, guys. Now here ICICI and press enter. This time also system brought HDFC Bank GL itself, but what? It is there in editable mode. We are going to enter here ICICI Bank account and press enter, and this is how an account change should be, or account assignment deletions. Make it, yes, what is happening? You just select it, post selected. Let's see, yes, it got posted. So what is happening, guys? This time look at here, the transactions in the sense cash has been withdrawn from ICICI itself. The closing balance became 12,000, right? Now, if you are going to have a look, and today's closing balance, what is happening, guys? Next day it is going to be treated as your opening balance. Next day, how much cash in our hand, guys? So 12,000 only. If you are going to have a look here on 21st, give here 21st and here also 21st and press enter, then look at here, guys, the opening balance become 12,000. Today's closing will be tomorrow opening balance, right? So now here, what was the question? The question was interviewer will ask, like, is it possible in the sense, like, we are withdrawing the amount from different bank account, but whenever we are going to post the transactions, it is getting, system is going to bring the bank account, default bank account, whichever we have given in the configurations. So now what to do as a consultant? Do you want me to set up a different business transactions? I'll tell you, guys, interviewers are very clever, and always if they are going to give you a hint also, most likely it is going to be a wrong hint, right? So you have to make use of your own common sense and all, your own brain, and you have to, if you're having perfect understanding, easily you have to say that no, we are not going to set up a new business transactions. Instead of that, we are having an option called account modifiable. So we have to apply a check mark. Once we apply a check mark, then what will happen? This real account is going to be converted in the editable, from non-editable field, it is going to be converted into editable field, right? From non-editable, it is going to be converted into editable field, and this is how what will happen, guys. So while posting the transactions, easily we will be able to change the CL account. If this says, okay, I said this is what asked recently during interview. The interviewer said, okay, you are saying that this account modifiable we can apply. Of course, it is there. It can be, but it means you are cutting my answer. I said that are we going to define a new business transactions? So it means you are saying that I am wrong. So you have to say, no, I didn't say that you are wrong, but this is not feasible as per me. Why it is not feasible? Why? Because if we are having 30 bank accounts, in the sense, if we are having 30 different bank accounts, so in that case, how many business transactions are we going to set up? We have to set up 30 different business transactions for just a cash withdrawal only. Again, we are having cash deposit. For that also, we have to set up business transactions again for 30 itself. So how many business transactions are going to happen? 60, right? So generally, cash transactions, cash general means limited number, in the sense 4, 5, 6, 7 kind of business transactions supposed to be. Entire transactions are supposed to be segregated in a small number of transactions, right? Not like for 60, 70 like that, right? This is going to create problem for the end users. So that is why, instead of creating new business transactions, my suggestion is to apply the check mark on this account modifiable, right? And This is how we are going to, this is how our requirements are going to be, the fields are going to be editable, right? I told you guys, that what to say, there is a requirement at GL level, because my client is having, they're having around 15 CAS general code. Okay, and what is the requirement? They want to check here, right? This, let's suppose this field, assignment field itself, supposed to be populated by what? CAS general code automatically. So here they will sort, they will apply filter, and easily they will come to know they're going to generate the report. They will come to know that, okay, at which project how much cash in hand is still there, right? So this field is supposed to be updated automatically. How it is going to be updated, guys? For that, already I have sourced the validation and substitutions. Of course, it is going to happen with the help of substitution itself, but in that we have some more things. We need to take some input. Okay. uh, I had a discussion with our developer, and they said like they'll write user exit for that. That exit is going to be, so this exit is nothing but some technical logic they are going to write, guys. Okay, they will give some combinations and all. They will write certain logic that if this is the case, then system is going to trigger this code. If that is the case, then system is going to trigger that code. Like that they are going to write. Okay, so anyway, that is related to the substitutions and all, which will be, as I told you guys, that I will record a separate video on that, particularly for you guys only. Okay, and okay, so later, not right now, right? What is it? And what is this tax modifiable, guys? Can anybody explain what is the logic behind this? Anyone? Just give some logic. Somebody can unmute the audio and say something. Say something, guys. Somebody. No answer. Okay. So now, no issues. Even for taxes also, right? We are having a field here like tax code and all. Anyway, tax configurations we have not done. That is also exclusive configurations will be there later. Okay. Now let's suppose, sorry, here where it is here. So if you apply a check mark over there, then look at here the tax code. Here we are having this field tax code. So what is happening? This is gray color. That is also going to be converted into editable mode. And if you want to apply certain tax code, and if you want to change the tax code, if you have given a default tax code, right? So that is going to be, this is going to be editable actually. This is what the way we have done this GL account in editable mode and all. In the same way, this field is also going to be converted into editable. This is what the logic is, guys. Nothing else apart from this. Okay, now, so guys, if you talk about how much it has taken, I think more than 1.5 hours, right? So now what I said, guys, if you talk about the configuration part, configuration means hardly not even 10 minutes also. It can be finished even in 5 minutes itself, right? Testing part, additional 5 minutes. In 10 minutes, entire session can be completed if you want. But the thing is, we need to understand the logic, right? Instead of learning configurations and all. And that is what you all have done previously, right? Or most of the people are doing. What is happening there? What they are just learning the configuration parts and all. And they think like, okay, they become expert. Once they go for interview, guys, they will come to know what is their real, what to say this one, strength, in the sense what is their real what to say value and all. So anyway, instead of focusing on just configuration part, try to understand the logic. This is how you guys are going to be unique compared to whichever people are there in the market. Multiple things are there, guys, which is going to come into what to say picture, in the sense in the upcoming classes. Okay.
Hi, sir.
Anybody want to add? Yeah, tell me.
Sir, is there any possibility reversal, sir?
Yeah, I've seen your question here. I've seen your question. And now, of course, it is there. But I'll just keep it for you guys. Okay. 1.5 hour lecture I've given. You just do some R&D, guys, and somebody just, anyway, I have created the group. Somebody will just come up with a solution. Okay. So that this is how you guys are also, like, what to say. So, anyway, it's going to be beneficial for you guys only. If not, then of course I am going to let you know how it is going to happen. Okay, but it's a kind of assignment for you guys. Somebody, not only you, whoever is there, guys, just try to find out how it is going to happen. But the requirement is already given by Nagraj, right? You can post this in the group also, and people will find out the solutions. So this is how the upcoming sessions are going to be more and more interesting. Why? Because it is supposed to be interacting session, right? If I ask certain things, if there is no reply, then what will happen? Even I also will not be having that much, what to say, enthusiasm and all. If you guys are going to answer, if you guys are going to put some questions and all, then for me also, I feel like, okay, whatever things I'm going to give, I'm giving, it is going to be fruitful for you guys, isn't it? And you guys are also paying some attention. So anyway, it's a kind of assignment for all of you. Try to find out the solutions, whatever question he asked, okay, reversal and all, and come up with a solution. If not, then I'm here to reply. Okay, so that's all in this session, guys, and that's all for today.